You know, it's really cool to see a roundhouse full of Denver and Rio Grande locomotives, DRG. Wait a minute, that's the wrong DRG. What's up, guys? This is Heiss, and we're getting a first look at another new locomotive for Derail Valley. This is the DRG Class 86 282 Mikado tank engine made by GregTame once again. Oh my god, this thing looks awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have to nerd out at this thing, but I wanted to get my live reaction right after I spawned it in for you guys. So Greg said that because it's a tank engine, it uses quite a lot of water to get fired up, so he recommended that I fire it up on the servicing pit here. So we're in the roundhouse, we're ready to add more water. So we'll get this thing fired up and roll it out, and let's run some trains with this thing. This thing looks awesome. Okay, it looks like it's the same cab model as the DRG. Look at me, I'm programmed. It looks like the same cab model as the DRG Class 89 that he already made, which I'm sure was convenient and must have helped with the development of this one. Gotta love common parts. Get some coal in the firebox there, and it looks like he flipped it so that the damper is always open. Oh lordy, my lighters just clipped through, I think. Fall down in the pit somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure where that went. Take two. Okay, take two. I respawned. I had to delete the Class 86 and then go pick up my lighter. It clipped through. Let's see if we can get it to work. It did it again. It takes a little bit of skill to light one of these off, apparently. Thankfully, you can clear them for free because you spawned them. Third time's the charm, perhaps. Coal hole, lighter. Hey! Hooray! Oh, okay, look, it's possible. Okay, good. All right, well, let's get the coal going here. Yeah. The blower valve still operates backwards, but that's I don't know if that's German or if that's just what happens. The fire temperature. I'm just gonna stop right now. The fire temperature is coming up, so that's good. But yeah, this is the same great cab model as the Class 89. I'm not noticing any changes. I imagine this was a standard cab that they had for the DRG back in the day, so that's quite cool. I thankfully finally got it lit off here. But yeah, this thing's beautiful. Class 86. So it's a 282. I actually didn't know what it was until I loaded it in. He sent me the file and it said Class 86, but I didn't know. And look at that expansion link. Nice and curvy. I like it. And the motion's in neutral? Last time it was stuck with the radius rod all the way in the corner. And now it's in neutral. Oh, is this... I need to know. Let's take it into the corner. Oh. I got really, really irrationally excited when I saw the motion in the middle. I guess it's not to be. Bummer. Yeah, so normally if you'd put it in forwards, the reach rod would come and push this lever here, which would push the radius rod down for forwards, or if you bring it into reverse, the radius rod would go up. But this is equal for both, I guess. But anyway, slight bummer there, but still really cool. The brake rigging looks great. Brake cylinder. Oh, the main res tanks are up in there. God, those must have been a pain to maintain. Anytime I've seen air tanks up in there, it always blows my mind. Like, why would you want to do that? There's a FRA requirement, at least in the States, that if they're not a special kind of new modern tank, you have to hammer and hydro these once a year. So every annual inspection, you have to take the tank out, fill it up with water, and then pressurize it, and then hammer test it to make sure nothing leaks. And taking that tank out looks like it's a total pain. You have to break the whole locomotive apart. God, this is awesome. And this thing's got... I'm not sure what that's going on there. Oh, that's probably a feed water heater system. Yeah, it's because it's got a heat exchanger tank up here. A lot of big engines had heat exchangers in the smoke box so that you could take the water and then preheat it before putting it in the boiler. I'm assuming that that's this style. And in the States, it was typically manufactured by Alesco. I'm not sure about in Germany, of course. But yeah, you take the cold water, and when you put it in the boiler at a hotter temperature by exchanging heat with the exhaust, you could then have higher thermodynamic efficiency because you're cooling off the boiler less. And we've got what kind of looks like a cross-compound air compressor up here. Maybe. It's a little goofy. I can get some reference. If it is a cross-compound, if it's a Westinghouse, I can get you some reference, Greg. If it's not a cross-compound, which it may not, I have no idea. Got a valve on... What's this? Oh, that must be... Is that your check valve? And then that's aligned to the regular injector. Okay, that's plumbed all the way. So we have a live steam injector right here, which we'll be using a lot of, apparently, to get fired up. Although we're almost there, so we'll kick the blower off. Oh, and we're out of... We've monologued for long enough to put the fire out, but thankfully it doesn't seem to matter with custom car-loaded things. We'll keep that going, I guess. Anyway, we've filled the water up quite nicely. But this is a live steam injector where it takes steam from the boiler from this pipe, and then it dumps it straight through the check valve up in the dome, which is... It's a separate steam dome. There's two steam domes. Well, that's quite peculiar. I've never seen that design before. Interesting, but I imagine that way... Huh. Anyway, weird. So live steam injector there, and then your exhaust steam injector would be coming from here, from the heat exchanger. And typically that's running always while you run to just maintain the water level. I don't know if that's even programmable in Derail Valley, but I kind of doubt it. And that's probably what this big honkin' pipe would be from the water tanks, if I had to guess. But I don't know. I'm not familiar with everything German steam. So we'll let that kind of sit and cook there, now that we've just about made it. This is just tremendous. And there's your water hatch for filling up. And here's your sand dome over here. It's got a hoot single chime whistle, which means I hate it, but you know, what are you gonna do? And what are these two valves for? Off the side of the the second steam dome. I'm not sure what those are for. Oh, maybe because the turret's back here. The main shutoff for the turret, I would assume, where all your appliances get their steam. And we can see that there's a line running to what appears to be the dynamo. And if that's a Pile National dynamo, I can get you some reference for that as well. I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know if appliances on German locomotives were American or not. And we've got the whistle linkage modeled. That's fun. It's probably still the the default whistle, which, you know, is what it is. All right, well, we're just about ready to get this thing rolling here, and we'll get it out the yard. I'm going to go see about finding a job for us to do. Okay, I've sorted through the jobs based on the financial situation that I'm in, which is not a lot of money and still some fees to deal with from my oopsie, and me wanting to be able to run passenger trains at some point, get the passenger license, which I believe is $100,000. I want to make some money here, so we're picking up some argon for the steel mill, and then as well some gasoline and diesel for City and Southwest, and I'm thinking that we can run through, quickly drop the cars at the steel mill within the time slot, and then Y back around and hit City Southwest, both within the time bonus time. And I think we should have enough tonnage with this new Class 86 to make it happen. So we're going to go figure out where these cuts of cars are and go put this together. I imagine they're probably all over here. And what are these? Look at these. What's this about? So we're not just releasing the Class 86 in this video. We're also previewing the TW54 tank car, also sent to me by, I believe, Dylan VA, although I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his username, or if he's the original author, if he's the friend of the author. So apologies if I get that wrong, but we are having a conversation on, on the Derail Valley Discord, and I was hoping to see if anyone could texture a tank car that said make it say "Explodey Boy" for me, but this is a pretty close second. TW54. So I believe it's a piece of Australian cargo, or an Australian train car. The trucks on it look really nice. I like the bearings. The tank and the texturing's great. I'm not familiar with the car myself, but the handbrake looks really nice. The modeled handbrake chain and then the cogwheel and the pawl. Yeah, that's cool. Although, at least the American ones usually also have a big handle, although this might be a lever ratcheting style or something. Big, like, steering wheel looking thing. And we got good underside detail where they would actually hook up stuff to load and unload. Brake cylinder. It's cool. I like the hatch details on this too. These are cool. I imagine one of these is the ones. City Southwest 3i. Okay, so we got, this is the City Southwest cut right here. So we want to pick up this first. And then the other one is going to be a bunch of Argon cars going to the steel mill. So I went and looked around everywhere, and I didn't realize that the two consists are right next to each other. This is the FH02 for City Southwest. This is the FH79 for the steel mill. And so we're going to be hauling pretty much explicitly these new tank cars with X-Physiate specialty cases. Oh, they didn't have any fun texturing these. No fun whatsoever. I don't think we have any of the explodey fuels, though, in the train. Oh, we have some amount of default tankers. Oh. Can we fix this for Heist? I wonder if I can fix this for Heist. Let's see. Reskin. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing a thing. We want the Explodey boys. We're running the Explodey boys today. So, cheers to Greg, cheers to Dylan, and anyone else that was involved in the TW54. Apologies if I'm missing anyone. We're about to go have some fun with this thing. Okay. So let's check on our Class 86 that we've left up here. Still sitting. Pressure's kind of come off a little bit. Oh boy, we gotta relight the fire. Well, that's gonna be a whole thing. Okay, now that we've despawned and respawned, gotten my lighter, gotten this thing refueled, almost, well, not refueled, reshoveled. We'll kick the blower off there. That'll be plenty. We'll get some water in this thing, and then we'll refuel it so that we're ready for the long journey. Make sure that we're ready to go, because it is still a tank engine, though it should do a fair bit better over the road, Greg tells me. So this should be an exciting run here, and hopefully we can make it. But we'll get the sight glass nice and full, shut the injector off. Yeah, that used a good chunk of its water. Wow, okay. Fun of tank engines. So we'll get this guy serviced up, full of coal, full of water, you know, stuff so you don't blow up. And then we'll pay for that. Boom, boom, serviced. Hooray, look at that. Let's get this thing rolling here. So we kick the screw reverse into forwards, and let's go head out. There we go. Gently take it across the table. Let's take a look at this thing outside. Wait! The radius rod's down? That didn't do anything earlier. Oh, man. Okay, so we bring the bar back to center. I'm still calling it the bar. Oh, you didn't. You didn't, you madman. Oh my god! I am unreasonably excited for this right now. The valve gear is animated properly through the travel of the screw reverse. Oh my god, that's so freaking cool! I guess that's what I get for complaining about it last time, but look at that! Oh my goodness. I genuinely don't know if I've seen that before in any train sim. And the freaking madmen of the modders of Derail Valley have got it figured out. Good God. What can't these people do? Oh, that is so properly cool. Yeah, so the radius rod is down so that it's working with the motion of the eccentric crank back here so that you can go forwards. And then now that we're here, we'll put it in reverse. And now it's in reverse, so it opposes the motion. So the radius rod has come up, and your pivot point on the expansion link is right here. And so now it works counter what the eccentric crank does. And then that then changes the direction of the valve to change your flow, to change your direction. It's so critically important and something that looks so broken in every train sim I've ever seen. Until this. That is so freaking cool. And the sounds are fixed in reverse. That's awesome. Greg was telling me about that. I think it's an update with custom car loader that made the sounds work in reverse. But my goodness, look at this thing. This is a massive tank engine. That's so cool. Oh my God. The 060 was cool. That's one thing. But this is just... Look at the size of this thing. It's got two... Oh my God. This is gonna be fun. I'm properly excited about this right now. I've never had this much appreciation for foreign steam engines. Oh my God. Okay. So let's back this thing up. Let's get it... We'll get us lined in to pick up the City Southwest cars first. So we'll grab these guys so that we can drop the stuff at the steel mill the first go. And the headlights on the rear. I mean, they must have run this thing in both directions with the great visibility. God, I've never had visibility this nice out the back of a steam engine. I probably did in the Class 89. I just probably didn't utilize it that much. I'm so used to having tender engines where the tender comes up above what you can see. Huh. That's cool. I'm going to have to... The next test is going to be see where it goes if you're not in the corner, if you're not all the way backwards or forwards. That'll be neat to see. I can't believe they figured out how to do that. That's just... Yeah, the amount of effort that must have gone into that. I'm so appreciative. I've never seen that. I genuinely don't think I've seen it in a game before. You know, they probably have it in Train Sim, at least for some stuff. Like, I bet Smokebox's models do that, and just because I was expecting the whole thing to be realistic, it didn't stick out, is probably all. But the fact that we can have it in Derail Valley brings a big, stupid smile to my face. So cheers to Greg. Cheers to the folks who make Custom Car Loader. I'm not sure who that is off the top of my head. My apologies. And everyone else for working on this to make this happen, because that's just properly cool. All right, let's knuckle into these things. He says not having knuckles because we're trying to be somewhat accurate, and they broke last time I tried to use them. Cut the air in. Air's cut in. There we go. Charge the train up a little bit. How are we doing on fire? Let's add a little bit more coal. We still got plenty of pressure and a good amount of water space. This thing's not using too much while we putt around the yard, which is nice. That's what I would be expecting of it, so... And we can climb down on the step down here. That's fun. So we can watch the action. Oh, that's a long main rod. Look at that. That's cool to see. Can we get down there and see that? Look at that motion. And watching the Union Link do the dance with the combination lever. Yeah, that's worth the price of admission right there. You've got me sold. This is so cool. All right, well, we've grabbed the Explode Fuels patented Explodey Boys. Dual vented edition. It's got 2 stacks, and then we got these, sad-looking actual probable, like tank cars that actually look like sadness, but what a properly good-looking train. I love the modding community in this game. There's so much good energy that has really brought so much life to Derail Valley. Oh my god. This is just too much fun. Alright, well, now we don't have Zybox air brake mod going right now, just in case there was incompatibility, so we'll just... Feel free to just dump that a bunch of times and it'll take a minute to stop, because they don't have fast-acting portions in the stock game here. And we ease to a stop. There we go. Yes, I wanted to pull that up and put that away. Alright, now let's back up and knuckle into those cars there. You can feel the tonnage here. Greg did say that 700 tons out of the harbor, which is what this is going to be, might be a smidge tough. So we're going to have to hit it with some speed when we get this whole thing put together. God, it looks so good. There's something about the German locomotives and having the red painted rods and valve gear is just spectacular. There's something about tank cars saying explode on the side of them that is just spectacular. Well, that's smart. They've got a LOD for those tank cars. You can see that they go to a different density of polygons when you're further away. I do notice that this many in here, when I'm around them, there is a bit of an FPS dip compared to the stock rolling stock. But I do have a lot of custom stuff in here right now, so... That was fine, right? Hopefully we didn't break anything. We'll have to see what the custom tank cars look like when they explode. 100 to 100. 100 to 100. Okay. We'll make sure that we're ready here. So we want to do the City Southwest job first, because that's a very easy time limit. And then the FH-79 second. Get me out of the office. Let's go! All right. Hop in. Highball. Wide open. Let's go. As it marches out of town with lots of explodey boys on the rear. Some for the steel mill. Well, actually, I don't think the steel ones are explodey boys. They're asphyxiatey boys. They make you sad. I like the blue ones better. Asphyxiate. So funny. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a little speed cooking. We'll start to bring the bar back a little bit. And it's hard to tell. I didn't know where the radius rod was before, but it does look like it's in about the right spot now. And there's enough clearance in the frame you can see both the expansion links doing the dance separately. That's awesome. Let's get cooking. We need speed. Speed and power. Yeah. This is the spot to be right here. Just watching the rods do the dance. Yeah, this is so cool. And we got a crossing here. Not that a synthesized SP6 chime is what whistle this locomotive would had, but you know, I honestly would probably prefer it to the single note that was modeled for it. I am a hater of single note whistles. Call me out, I know, the worst. Alright, we're doing about 45. It's a pretty good clip. We'll bring the bar back a little further even. Get a little bit more coal going. We've still got the throttle on the ceiling, as they say in the industry. We've got the derail numbers up. If they start getting into the 70s, we'll panic, but... Okay, that's a little much. That's a little 60. Okay, well, we'll let it sit there. Almost doing 50. That's running a little quick through here. It's a lot of explodey boys. Oh, they got a little scared back there. Greg said to make sure to hit the hill with some serious power and speed, so that was probably about as nasty as I could have gotten. They were worried about exploding back there, or at least falling off the rails. All right. Plenty of power. Oh, the temps come back down quite a bit. Let's get some blower to compensate. We don't have realistic steam mod on. We may have overcooked that. see if we can't get some more power down. Oh, this hill's brutal. The momentum may not have been enough. We didn't have the fire going right. Giving it everything it's got. Come on. Come on, Class 86. You beautiful thing. The pressure's still slowly dropping. We're at the yard limit sign for that junction. I guess it's the Y sign. I don't know what it truly stands for. Come on. Give me everything you got. Blower's wide open. Damper's wide open. Fire's got everything it's got. We're in the corner. Maybe we shouldn't be. It levels off through here. We'll get a little breather to get some speed. Come on, don't die on me, Class 86. You've got this. Look at how good it looks. Come on, gain some speed. We've gained some pressure. We're gaining the pressure's coming back. Oh, we might just we might be playing the game of tonnage versus speed, because our steam generations come back up because we slowed down because we're using less steam, or at least the rate of our steam usage is. So we might just have to walk up the hill at this 20-kilometer-an-hour pace. Oh, beautiful. But the grade increases again. Come on, you beautiful thing. I should stop getting out and foaming at it, but God, it just looks properly brilliant. Just look at that, the amount of smoke. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm 4 years old again. This is just properly great. So not all the trains on the grade yet. So we're still accelerating a little bit. Let's see if we can't get away with a little bit more reduced cutoff. Oh God, that's brilliant. We're slowing down a little bit, but the steam's still coming up. That's great. That's great. We've caught the fire. And we're just marching up the hill with this thing. This is awesome. Just look at it. Put coal in me, and then we'll talk about looking at it later. Come on, Heist. Look at that. Oh my goodness. What a workhorse. What a freaking awesome thing. I will say I miss having Zybox Realistic Steam. I didn't have it installed on this because I don't know if they play nice or not. Because I know there's some weirdness with the custom car loader and the other mods, but I imagine that those issues will probably be fixed shortly with how awesome the modding community is in this game. We are slowing down a little bit, but we've got the pressure to give, so I'll put the bar all the way in the corner. Yes. I just want to look at it. It just looks so good. God. And we've burned through our coal again. Come on. We've got the pressure to give, says Heist. Proceeds to lose all of the pressure. Local foamer banned from cab for not operating the locomotive, for staring at it, pretty much. Now we're gaining some speed back here. Okay, this is good. Get the water going again a little bit here. Oh yeah. Starting to get some serious movement here. We'll bring the bar back up a little bit. Pressure is skyrocketing. Now we'll kick the blower off. I think we're out of the woods as far as this goes. The question that will remain is, will we have water, steam, and pressure and coal to make it all the way to City Southwest after we've dropped off the cars at the steel mill? That's the asterisk. We don't know. I'm also not sure how we're going to deal with the cut of cars. I should have put the City Southwest cars on the end of the train, and I should have run around it and run tender first. That's the whole point of a tank engine, right? Run tank first. Getting good speed here. Bring that bar up close to center. Still got plenty of pressure. Still got plenty of fuel. This is great. Oh god, yeah, and look, the radius rod's almost on center. We've got the cutoff set quite high, and the radius rod's almost centered. That is so freaking cool. It's a stupid little thing, but oh my goodness. Serious props to Greg and everyone else for making that happen. That's so cool. How's it coal? This thing doesn't chew through it near as bad as the Class 89 does. I guess we have a much larger grate area, theoretically, and as well, much larger locomotive. So this thing's going to be a lot better for hauling over the road. So if you want to have a great German switching engine, you got your Class 89. If you want to have a great German road engine, you've got the Class 86. God, this is great. We're still not off the top of the climb here, but we're almost made it here. It's going on at a decent clip. 40s, I mean, that's pretty much what the restrictions are through here. So, I mean, why do you need to go any faster? Yeah, we're even getting the slight starts of derail-y sounds with it. So, I mean, come on. Oh, yeah. Okay, and we're lined into the left. Got the last bit of the grade, and then we can start to haul the mail across the flats. Still got plenty of steam. This is so cool. I've never operated a tank engine. Not a real one, anyway. A good friend of mine, James Patterson, just recently unhid a video from 2014 of me and him operating the Day Out with Thomas the Tank Engine, where we had listened to the awful single chime air whistle that Thomas has all day, and we finally decided to be mean and blow 491's whistle along with it. We were doing double header signals, and it was like you'd been there for way too long, and it was just the small things that make you go loopy happy. Yeah, that's a very excited younger Heiss in those videos. All right, got the throttle wide open here. Pressure's come down a little bit, but we're coming off the grade here, so hopefully we'll gain a little speed. Gonna feed it a little bit more bar. Starting to pick up now. See if we can't make up a little time. And then get to the steel mill. And then, how are we going to do this? I could try and Dutch drop the steel mill cars to where they're going. They got to go to the B3 inbound. And they're our second cut. We could try to Dutch drop them. That didn't work well last time. But it might be worth a shot. How's our pressure? Oh, our pressure is disappearing. Get a little blower going. Get the coal back in there. Get the water coming on too. Getting close to 60. It's feeling like we're scooting. We'll bring the bar back, see if we can't save a little bit of pressure. And I know it's a screw reverse. I'm going to keep calling it the bar just because that's who I am as a human. Just like I'll keep saying knuckle in despite us not having couplers. Not having knuckle couplers. Oh yeah, we are scooting now. Yeah. This thing can haul. The pressure's starting to come back too. Let's make sure that we're still feeding it coal though. Let's take a look at those rods flying around. With properly animated valve gear, you madman. That just makes me unreasonably happy. It's the simple things in life, right? Oh, I've got a pressure gauge right there. We've got 2 pressure gauges. I've been looking way up at the fireman's gauge the whole time, and I didn't need to. Okay, so we've got an 80, and then we're coming up to that 120. So I mean, we're just gonna keep the hammer on. We've had it wide open. The throttle's been on the ceiling the entire time. We're still gaining speed. I don't know if we'll get to 120. It's not quite as fast as the SH282. But wow. We are scooting. Getting close to 70. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to make the steel mill bonus time. Steel mill bonus time is 24 minutes. Yeah, that's the 42 minute for City Southwest. That's the easy one. Steel mill B3I. Yeah. Okay. We got a slower speed limit coming up in a little bit, but I want to keep the power on. Oh, we let that coal go down far. Shoot. But the pressure's come way back up. That's great. Could kick the blower off. Save what fuel we have. Okay, we're kind of coming up on a 70. So we'll ease it off. Just let it roll. We don't need the blower. We need a little water. And we got a 60 coming up. So we'll take a little set on the train here. Just a cute little one. Start to pinch off a little speed. We're at the 60 now. And we'll release it and just let the set slowly propagate back as it releases. We'll continue to decelerate despite not having the brake valve applying anything. I suppose we could go left at the Y towards City Southwest, back in, and then just pull out. That was a little quick over that. Or we could just run around the whole thing, Dutch drop the cars. The Dutch dropping the cars is going to be hard. Yeah, because I don't want to end up running around 2 sets of stuff, though. I set this up totally wrong. I should have had the cars set the other way. Falls off. Still got that 60. Keep a little power on it. Right up against the pops. Very good. Okay, another spicy switch here. Well, only a smidgen spicy. I think we're actually... I need to find my remote. Comms radio. We want to be on switch. Just ready to go. And we'll put it in the corner so we get full motion down there. All right? And we can see that it's down in the corner. Beautiful. Make sure we're lubricating the valves all the way. And we're going over the speed limit here. So we'll pinch it down. We are going downhill now. Give it a moderate set. So I do want to be able to see the switches coming up. I guess we'll make up our mind on the fly on what we're going to do. Doing the Y maneuver gives us less of a chance of getting the steel mill bonus. I think we'll try the Dutch drop, I guess. We're coming up to that switch. Where are we lined? We're lined to the right. Okay. So we're lined to the steel mill. So we're going to line us up to B3I. And then I guess we'll... Yeah, we're lined into B3I. We drop the cars... Oh, there's no place to run around the cars, even, unless we put them all in there and then shove the cars off the top. So yeah, I guess we'll just cut the steel mill cars off and then see what happens. Because I can't run around the other... I guess then we'll just have to back out the Y, and we'll Y on the other half, which is less exciting, but there's no place for me to Dutch drop the other cars because all the sidings are full, and if I stick them on the main... Then Yeah, if I stick them on the main, I can't do anything. And we're going 60 about to go in the yard here, so might as well pinch it down to track speed. Jeez. Come in nice and easy here. Yeah, see, all the tracks are full. So I guess I'll just cut these off, and then there's no place for us to run around. Don't stop. Keep going. You need to keep going, train. Yeah, we let that set work way too long. The water's still going. We need to shut that off. Because we want to keep this train rolling through, and then we'll just shove past. And then I guess we can toss them, just do as quick of a Y as we can, I suppose. Okay, so once again we play the, how many cars is what? Although we have the 3 and then 3, right? Yeah, so the first 6 cars, so this is the, yeah, the asphyxiated cars. These are the ones that we want. So we do this, pop the air, pop the hose, pop that, these stop. We just let that roll. We wait until they come to a stop, come in here. We turn in the FH79. We got the bonus, 19 minutes. Oh man, we are killing it. That's great. We might be able to get both of these bonuses then. So we got a highball through the yard on this half with this, the rest of the train here. Now considerably lighter. And then we gotta back out and back through the Y, and then run, I guess, yeah, run up the hill the way we came, and then pick the diverging leg instead the next time. So that's probably fast enough there. And then slam on the air here. Get the switch. Get the other switch. There's a remote for this heist. It's fine. Put it in reverse. Release it. Get it wide open in reverse here. And we can see that once again, the thing that I've been talking about all episode is still doing the thing. What does that mean? Thing is doing thing. Yes. Engineering conversations. The apparatus. We use lots of fake words for stuff. And then I like to simplify it too. The thing's doing the thing. Alright, we'll bring that bar back up a little bit. And we'll haul the mail in reverse, which is a saying for go real fast. And then, hell, we could just, let's just shove all the way. We've never done that. That sounds stupid. Let's try it. We'll shove all the way. That sounds like a really dumb idea. Who agrees? We were supposed to have the engine on the other side, but boss's orders. We've got a HUD. We know the speeds. It's like somebody's writing the shove for us. See? We're lined to FMA, which I assume is Farm A. And we've got a 60 km/h speed. And I don't know how fast we're going, because I turned off speed from the HUD. But now we go down a hill here. Where's my speed? There's my speed. Oh yeah, well we're not doing quite 60 yet. How fast do you decide to run it? Well, you know, I just run it based on what the derail counter says. If it starts to get orange and green, you know, or anything off of green, I start to panic and then slam on the brakes. Wait, that's how everyone else plays this game. Hang on, not real engineers. That's fine. We can play the game like we're silly too, right? And yes, let's run past the flop over switch going 60 km/h. That sounds wise. I've got a, oh, 60's right, coming up quick, and then it's a 60 and a 50. That curve is a little spicy, so we will take a big old set, but immediately kick it off so we can waste as much air as physically possible. So we want to have a runaway train. Shove through it till the force kind of goes away. Got down to about 40 there. Remember, it is pretty easy to make the time limit to City Southwest, so. And you know, I've played too much Half-Life and games made by Valve when every time I think City Southwest, my brain just goes, City is the first thing, City 17. Mm-hmm, yep. I've now realized that shoving with the explodey boys on the point makes any potential explosion Much more likely and much worse. Well, knock on wood, folks. Let's see how it goes. Let's get this thing scooting pretty quick here. We don't need that. Get out of here. Just highball through the yard. It's fine. Got a 90 coming up next. And we're not doing near 90, so... And we're almost... Oh god, it's scooting. I can't even look at the... look to see what the radius rod's doing, because we're going so fast. Alright. Okay. Doing about 60, and we could be going faster through it. We got the 90, and we're just going to go straight through the oil well here. And it looks like we're lined... Not... Oh, we're not lined. We are lined into bad places. What switch? What switch? What switch? Load trains. We need to see if it's a problem. It's a problem if we're going this fast. Okay, line that. Yeah, that's fine. We can shove with the explosives on the point. Yeah, that's not against every rule ever. And also, this yard full of these tank cars just killed my FPS. Yeah, that's a little spicy there. Oh man, this thing is awesome. Let's get some water going. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah, maybe a little optimization in the texturing, maybe, or modeling. I don't know. I'm not the modeler, but it does. You do tend to notice the FPS dip. Okay, so we got 70 in a little bit, and then 60 in a little bit, and we're doing a good 72. So we'll just keep the hammer down for now. And now we got that 60 coming up, so we'll take a little set here, just a little one, a bit more than minimum. Okay, get it down to about 65, then kick it off, and let the curve kind of guide us, slow us down. You can see now that the 60 is no longer red, but then we got a 30 coming up right after that. And it looks like we are lined to City Southwest B is what it says next. So we got that 30 coming up. We'll really get a decent little set there and just let it ride for longer. All right, and we'll let it ride till we're about maybe 40 and then kick it off. And then as the force graduates down to 0, it'll bring us down to that speed. So you can see we still, even though the valve's been released for a couple seconds, still have 12, 11, 10% braking force on the train. And so we're still slowing down. We're just at 30 now, 30 meters from the restriction. I don't know. Seems like a smart thing to do. Oh, shnikes, though. We might be out of water. Let's blow the locomotive up. Yay! We're so close. We need to be really judicious with our use of steam here. They haven't simulated boiler explosions in Derail Valley, so we can run it straight plumb out of water. But I'm glad that I just decided to just shove all the way, because if we did that Y, we really may have run out of water all the way. Because we're now coming through this up to 50 now. I don't necessarily know if we can get up to 50. I don't know if I want to have the throttle that wide open. We need to kind of preserve water now. That's kind of priority number 1. Okay. All right, we got that junction coming up. I guess I could look at the map, Heiss. It's like, where are we going? Okay. We've got one more junction, then we're into City Southwest, so we're so close. We got to be able to do this without running out of water. We got a 30 coming up in 300 meters, though. Again, we probably shouldn't have accelerated that hard. But we'll take a itty-bitty minimum set like that. Just get a little braking force and just kick it off. Just the cutest little set. Preserve as much momentum as we can so that we don't lose the water that we have left. In fact, we'll even shut the damper on the fire. Okay, we are lined. Okay, and then it says OWCA, oil well central in 700 meters. What's that? City Southwest. Oh, hang on. So we need to go into the C3 inbound. That's a pretty easy track to get into, but we gotta go line a switch, I think. Yeah, okay. No, that's lined. That's lined. Oh, the HUD's just not... Yeah. The HUD was telling me things. Okay. C3 inbound. Yeah, that's just straight down the gullet here. And we are just lined all the way in. Okay. So shove in, park it, and then we'll see how much money we made. And we'll have to see if I can get this thing over to the servicing dock to refuel it before it blows up. Yeah, we're lined into C3I all the way in 600 meters. Okay. Yeah, well, when I realized that I had the water valve wide the hell open and the water level wasn't moving, yeah, that's a sad day. That's a real sad day. That's not something you ever want to see as train crew. Although, really, with how slow injectors actually put water in, you can't physically see the sight glass move. And if when you're running, the amount it bounces around, it's not like you can tell a finite amount being added at a time anyways. You just need to see the change over time and make sure you're keeping up. But anyway, perhaps the next thing to simulate, bobbing sight glasses. All right, we're coming into the track here. Good clip of speed. And we're just about all on, so I'm going to slam on the air here. Lots of braking force. We're all the way on. Get me out of here. Come on, let's see. Where's the station? Cleveland! 29 minutes. Come on. Easy money. Easiest money. We made more profit with this job than we did those 11 jobs in the last video. And we didn't incur any more fees. So we could pay this fee, we'll service the steam engine, and I'm still going to have like a good 40, 50 grand probably. And it looks just, I mean, come on. Just look at this thing. The tank cars are great, the memes... Like, just what a wonderful community of modders. Thanks so much for making this stuff. Thank you for making such a beautiful locomotive for us to play with. I can't wait for what you guys are going to do next. It's exciting. I love these. They need a little bit of touch-up, but they said they're not quite ready for release, so understandable. So hopefully the lag stuff won't be there when they do release, but... Greg said that he's going to try and time the release of the Class 86 with this video, so if it's ready, the link will be in the description. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. My numbers show that I've got only like 30% of you frequent watchers are subscribed, so it does help me out quite a bit if you do subscribe. So please do, and click the little bell if you want to know when I'm uploading stuff right away. So again, thanks so much for watching, and cheers to all of the modders out there in the Derail Valley community. This thing is freaking awesome. Thanks for watching.